so humiliated that I put up with this. Like, when I think about who I am, I've been married for 20 years. And there isn't a single thing about any aspect that he can find worth paying a genuine compliment about. In the course of just me and my future ex-husband, I wouldn't do this. I'd bounce. I'd be gone. I would have bounced years ago. Because there's only so long that you can be in a relationship where the other person makes it clear they don't give a shit about you. Here's what happened the first time we went to therapy. Do you want to know what it came down to that he didn't do for 3 weeks in a row and insisted every single time was too big of a deal and completely impossible? Over the course of 1 week, he needed to give me a heartfelt and genuine compliment about anything. Absolutely anything. The assignment was to compliment anything. It could be how hard I work as a mom. It could be the type of shoes I was wearing. It could be anything. He had to pay me a compliment. That was the assignment. And this was so overwhelming and taxing for him. He said it just wasn't impossible to be genuine about it. And so this time around, when we're going to therapy again, and like March and April and May, guess what? He's the one who scheduled those appointments. I was so excited. I was like, you know what? Maybe this time he's going to put some work into it and he'll actually get something out of it. And we go in that first therapy session and he doubles down. You know, because the therapist is like, well, what happened when you went to therapy before? Like, why did you stop going? And, you know, future ex-husband is like, oh, I have no idea. And I said, I know. And I relate this experience. And instead of even feigning that it didn't happen, completely lying about it, future ex-husband is like, well, there's nothing about her worth complimenting. There's nothing good there. I've been married for 20 years. And there isn't a single thing about any aspect that he can find worth paying a genuine compliment about. In the course of a week, I'm so humiliated that I put up with this. Like, when I think about who I am and who I encourage my kids to be, how come I stayed in a relationship where the other person said unequivocally, there's nothing good about you? Why have I stayed? Why did I think my kids being exposed to that was better? I just kept hoping. Like a tiny little half step forward was progress, right? I'm just so embarrassed that I accepted that as enough for so long. Like, I know there's good things about me. And I think part of the reason that I know there's good things about me is because I've had to learn on my own, because I wasn't going to get that from any external validation from him. He was never going to tell me that I looked nice that day. He was never going to tell me a haircut was pretty. He was never going to tell me that I was a good mom for running around and doing all of this and making sure everything happened and making sure every single thing was purchased for Christmas and making sure everything was done. It was never going to make me worthy of a single compliment. I'm tired. I'm so tired of just having to hold it together all on my own. It is so refreshing to have a friend just tell me, you look nice today, or that was really clever. Because for so long, that's just been a void of nothingness. Like, if I ever felt too good about myself, it was just like, let's knock her down a peg. She shouldn't get too big of a head, right? What's wrong with me feeling good about who I am? Drake's husband does not have a protective order in place. He was arrested on Sunday, but he was arraigned yesterday, which means the protective order that happened for him to get released from jail expired yesterday at midnight. I was supposed to be notified when he was arraigned. I was not. And my protective order, like my long-term protective order, is still in the paperwork phase. I've been in the paperwork phase since Monday, and I'm kind of freaking out.
Listen, man. Personally, I feel like that's a self-esteem thing, because and this is exactly why I say that's a self-esteem thing, right? Wanting compliments from another person, I feel like that's too much power you're giving away to that person. I think, right, everybody as a whole should be able to sustain that self of certainty to themselves, not the external source. Not the external, but the output source. You shouldn't have to do that, man. I feel like once you do that and you're giving your power away, everything that you do just to search for a compliment. I don't think a compliment is gonna fill in that void or that hole that she have. I don't think it's gonna fill that in. I think it's gonna make it worse, because what's gonna happen is eventually those compliments is not gonna make her feel the thing that she's trying to feel. She's trying to feel good about herself, correct? And in order to feel good about yourself, you have to do things for yourself in order to make yourself feel good. Can't nobody else do something for you to make you feel good. You have to do things yourself in order for you to feel good for yourself. The moment you start putting your will and your essence in somebody else's hand, the moment you start to lose yourself and stop to actually take care of yourself and start making yourself feel good, you stop doing that, because that's too much power you're giving away to the next person. That's like everything that I'm doing right now. I'm fishing for compliments. I want the next person to acknowledge that I'm doing it every single day, so I can get a compliment, so I can feel good about myself. Now, I understand what women tend to do, because sometimes women be needing that oh, you look good today, oh, you did awesome, oh. I understand that, right? I totally understand that, but at the same time, I think a woman should not do that consistently every single day, because you're putting your worth, you putting your value, you putting your essence into another person's mouth on how they think and say about you. She said she been with her husband for 20 years. Got him arrested over emotional abuse because he haven't said that he haven't complimented her in years. So she got him arrested for emotional abuse and divorced. And now she's playing this victim mindset, this victim mentality. All because he didn't compliment her. All because he didn't wake up one morning and say, hey, you look beautiful today. I find it backwards, bro. Let me know your thoughts in the comments below, man. Don't forget to hit like, comment, subscribe. And I'll catch you guys in the next video, okay? Take care of you guys. Y'all selves out there. Peace, man. Just backwards.